Hi everyone. So today I'm going to discuss what I think is probably one of the biggest and perhaps more damaging myths surrounding exercise. And some of you might like this, some of you might not like it, some of you might find this information liberating even maybe. But I'd like to start out by giving a little bit of background. So just some of my own background. Now growing up, I was self-conscious about my weight. In hindsight, I probably didn't need to be, but I was. I actually have one distinct memory that really sticks with me. I remember in elementary school, I jumped up to try to touch something, and then a girl in my class pointed out that at the time my stomach jiggled. And yeah, maybe I had a few extra pounds on when I was a kid, but I probably didn't need to worry about it. But it was just a memory that stuck with me. Now in early high school, I got into exercise, I got into eating healthier, I was playing basketball a lot more, and yeah, I lost 20 pounds. And while I was exercising more, it was most likely the result of the dietary changes that I made. So with this in mind, I consider this to be my most important public service announcement about exercise. It's not the game changer for weight loss. It just isn't. So here's what usually happens. First, we've been led to believe that exercise causes weight loss. And this is kind of true. It is true. So if you exercise when you lose weight, you are going to lose more weight than if you did not. By the way, this is not me telling you not to exercise. But imagine if you went to a financial advisor and they told you, you should really focus on buying Pokemon cards for your retirement. Well, you're gonna be pissed when you don't see results over time. And I, of course, will cease and desist from using this reference as soon as this first edition Charizard eBay card sells. Okay, but the point is that if you focus on exercise for weight loss, you're going to quickly realize that this outcome does not actually happen to the extent that you want it to happen. So not really a meaningful extent. As a matter of fact, I would guarantee that you'd be very hard pressed to find a study with this criteria. Exercise only resulting in clinically significant weight loss more than 5% of your body weight, and that weight stays off over a long period of time. I'd be hard pressed to think that anyone could find robust evidence that actually exists. Now, when people exercise for weight loss, they don't see the results that they believe they should be seeing. Again, not their fault. They probably saw this stuff on TV that said, do this exercise routine for 16 weeks and you'll have a six-pack. That's not how that works. So when they don't get the results that they want, usually what they think, and I've heard people say this, is, I need to do more. And what that happens is they end up doing more exercise and they continue to get frustrated because they're not seeing the results that they feel like they were promised. And so what do? They stop exercising. And honestly, that is one of the worst things that we can do, is stopping. But it is not their fault. They've had these expectations that were set with exercise. They've been told, do this. I mean, for example, just Google exercise and look at what comes up. So we have like best exercises followed by lose weight to lose belly fat. And honestly, this goes on and on. Now, if you look up articles for weight loss, you're bombarded with things that probably are not entirely true. It might be kind of true, but they're not going to get you the results that you really want. So for example, it's the first article I found. It was on Today. The intro that they have is already half wrong. They say if weight loss is one of your health goals, exercise is key. So actually that's not true at all. Not only does it burn calories, that's true, but it also helps increase your metabolism, which is like kind of true, but also not really that true. So yes, exercise burns calories. But when you burn calories with exercise, so your body's a smart thing. Let's say you burn 300 calories, your body says, oh, you expended more energy. Let's either eat 200 more calories or you move a little bit less in other ways throughout the day. Your body is smart. But this second part, it increases your metabolism. I've heard this over and over again. People say things like, doesn't building muscle end up making you burn more fat? If you burn more calories through exercise, yes. So metabolism is the sum of all metabolic processes. So yeah, you are burning more calories in that extent, but what a lot of people think of specifically when they hear increase their metabolism, they're probably thinking of your resting metabolic rate, or the calories that you are burning at rest. So if I was just to sit on a couch all day, how many calories am I burning? So does exercise actually affect this? No, the answer is it may be a small amount, okay? Particularly with the exception of strength training. Now, this is because if you do strength training and you do it consistently enough, you'll put on muscle. So muscle burns 13 to 14, so 13.5 calories per kilogram per day, whereas fat, which is also a metabolically active tissue, burns 4.5 calories per kilogram per day. So it doesn't affect your resting metabolic rate. Now, one systematic review and meta-analysis found that exercise, with the exception of resistance training, has minimal and non-significant effects on resting metabolic rate. Now, also, you need to realize this, that if you lose weight and you're losing fat, because fat is a metabolically active organ, your resting metabolic rate goes down as well. So there's less fat, so less calories are burned. So even if exercise did increase your resting metabolic rate, and you did in fact use it to burn fat, and you did burn fat, your resting metabolic rate would actually end up going down. So I hate to be a downer on exercise because it is literally the best thing that you can do for your health. But when I hear people use it for weight loss, though, I already see the trajectory that they are going to go down, and I want you to avoid that trajectory. They get motivated. They do so much exercise that when they don't get the results that they want, they usually stop. So I want you to peg your exercise motive to something that exercise will actually improve. Can you focus on getting stronger? Can you focus on running a mile or running a mile faster? Go out, go test your bone mineral density, test your aerobic capacity. You can even test your visceral fat, which is the fat around your organs, and exercise actually does help with that. Go out and test your biomarkers, get blood work done. Do it for your mood improvement. Do it for overall physical functioning. So exercise truly is a necessity if you want to live a long and independent life. And yes, it does help a little with weight loss, and it's also very important for the quality of the weight that you lose. Since we don't exercise when we lose weight, we also lose muscle. So we do want to exercise when we're losing weight. And it's also really, really important for weight loss maintenance. So hopefully this helps you break the cycle of exercising solely for weight loss, which inevitably leads to frustration and stopping. I want you to fall in love with exercise, and I want you to be able to do it forever. So do me a favor, drop a comment on anything that you would like me to cover next, and if you haven't done yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel for any future updates.